It is the greatest ghost ship story ever told. A perfectly seaworthy vessel, under full sail, discovered in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, with no one on board. The cargo, worth a fortune, was untouched. Personal belongings, money, and valuables were all there. But the captain, his wife, his 2-year-old daughter, and the entire crew had vanished into thin air. This wasn't a shipwreck. It was something else. And for over 150 years, solving this mystery has been a chilling obsession. In December of 1872, this exact scenario became a terrifying reality for the crew of a passing vessel, the Dei Gratia. The ship they found was the Mary Celeste. The investigation they launched only deepened the mystery. The ship was entirely seaworthy, with no signs of damage from a storm. The crew's personal belongings, including their money and valuables, were neatly packed in their chests. In the ship's galley, there were still provisions for 6 months. This wasn't a simple case of piracy. The valuable cargo of industrial alcohol was completely untouched. It was as if the crew had vanished in the middle of a calm, ordinary day. The final entry in the ship's logbook was dated 10 days prior to its discovery. It recorded normal weather and a routine position. There was no mention of distress. The only things missing were the captain's navigation instruments, the ship's papers, and a single lifeboat. What could have caused 10 people to abandon a perfectly good ship in the middle of the treacherous Atlantic Ocean? Over the years, theories have swirled, ranging from the mundane to the monstrous. Could it have been a mutiny? Unlikely. Captain Briggs was known as a fair man, and the crew was highly regarded. Besides, a mutiny would have been violent, yet there were no signs of a struggle anywhere on the ship. Could it have been pirates? The evidence says no. The valuable cargo was still there, a prize no pirate would have ignored. The most logical, yet unproven theory revolves around that cargo. 9 of the 1,700 barrels were found empty. These barrels were made of a different type of wood that was more porous. It's possible that alcohol vapor leaked out, creating a pressure cooker in the ship's hold. Fearing a catastrophic explosion, Captain Briggs may have made a fateful decision: a temporary evacuation into the lifeboat, trailing the ship on a long tow line until the danger passed. But in this scenario, a sudden storm or a snapped rope would have left them hopelessly separated from their empty, perfectly sailing ship, a tiny lifeboat lost in the immense ocean. Of course, where there is mystery, wilder ideas flourish. Tales were told of a giant squid attacking the ship, of a floating island that was actually a creature from the deep, or even of an alien abduction that plucked the crew from the deck. In the end, despite all the investigations and endless speculation, no definitive proof has ever been found. No bodies were ever recovered. The fate of Captain Briggs, his family, and his crew remains a complete and total mystery. The Mary Celeste sailed into history as the ultimate ghost ship, a chilling testament to the unknown dangers of the sea. From a faulty experiment to a creature from the deep, the theories are endless. What do you think happened to the crew of the Mary Celeste? Let us know in the comments.